Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Screen Cinema. If there's one thing that's always been a part of Hollywood, it's controversy. When you have incredible celebrity status and an endless stream of wealth, it's pretty much impossible to remain squeaky clean. Though we often know most of these Hollywood scandals, some are able to sneakily steer clear of the public eye. But don't worry, one of Hollywood's biggest cases is no longer in the dark, and we're here to talk about that. The man in the spotlight. When you think of scandals, you think of those celebrities which already have a questionable past, but this particular offense is by someone no one expected, being one of America's most loved figures, Dr. Phil. That's right, one of America's most beloved figures has been under fire recently due to links to illegal human trafficking. Yikes. In case you don't already know, Dr. Phil is one of the world's most recognized psychologists and hosts his own acclaimed television show. He's well known for giving important life advice to troubled personalities, with the guest families often involved in the intervention. With this information, it's hard to imagine that such a benevolent figure would ever dabble in such malicious acts, but you best believe it. A dubious past. A lot of people don't know about Dr. Phil's questionable past. For starters, his stage name is a complete lie. With no legitimate medical experience, he isn't even a real doctor. Let alone that, he isn't even licensed to give professional therapeutic advice. Though he has a PhD in clinical psychology, he no longer possesses a license to practice in any state in the US. Furthermore, he's faced loads of criticism for maintaining unethical personal relationships with his patients, and for when he broke doctor-patient confidentiality in 2008 with none other than Britney Spears. If a person is capable of accumulating a net worth of $500 million based on a fraud identity and unethical practices, then who knows what else they can do. Helping or hurting? Even if he's a fraud, you'd at least think that he'd be legitimately helping others, right? Well, not exactly. Though his show claims to provide help to the mentally troubled, people have doubts about its true intentions. On many occasions, he's been accused of deliberately hosting vulnerable individuals on his show just to exploit them for views. Furthermore, he's faced allegations of scripting the series, forcing guests to say things against their will. Even his teen rehabilitation and caretaking facilities, such as at Turnaround Ranch and Provo Canyon School, have been openly called out for mistreating their patients. They've been accused of providing expired food, bad medical care, and just making life miserable for those that stay there. We don't know about you, but this all doesn't sound very helpful of him. Criminal involvement. After all we've said, you'd be shocked to know that his biggest past controversy hasn't even been mentioned yet. Back in 2008, the producer of Dr. Phil successfully secured a $30,000 bail of a criminal convicted of kidnapping and assault. Now that's something you don't see innocent people doing. It was only after this came to the public eye where they showed guilt for their actors. If it weren't found out, then they'd probably continue similar activities with no remorse. Who knows? Maybe they still do them, but have just become better at hiding it. Trafficking? Now, on Dr. Phil's show, he's frequently brought on human trafficking victims as guests to shed light upon their brutal experiences. This is mostly viewed as a positive step taken by the show, providing a platform for those who deserve to be heard. However, some people have paid close attention to these interviews and have noticed that he can be quite dismissive. For example, in an interview with a trafficking victim by the name of Kendall, he can be conveniently overlooking her words when she describes the torture she went through, seeming indifferent to her story. Could it be because he himself is involved with trafficking? Many people certainly think so. Perhaps the only reason he hosts so many victims is to try and clear his own name from the crime. Now you may think this is all really far-fetched, but take a moment to consider all that we've told you about Dr. Phil already. His character is stained with far too many accusations to automatically be considered innocent. Moreover, his well-known friend and co-founder of the show Oprah Winfrey was recently trending on Twitter. For what, you may ask? She was being mass accused of human trafficking. It's no wonder people have started to question the renowned psychologist's character and practices. To take a stand. We may be uncertain about many things, but we'll always be sure about one: these stories are ever-changing. Hollywood culture is dynamic and changes on a daily basis. No story will ever reach a finality and will always develop into another. However, within this constantly changing environment, we cannot allow such acts and accusations to be forgotten. It's absolutely imperative that we all try our best to prevent people from getting away with the vitriolic acts, especially those celebrity figures who possess the financial means to do so. We presented you with all the facts, and now the stand is for you to take. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.